This is 7 National News, and in our top story, the UAE Vice President, Prime Minister and ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, paid an inspection visit to the General Directorate of Residency and Foreigners Affairs in Dubai and was briefed on their efforts to streamline workflow and raise output. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed toured the department and was briefed by the Director General of the GDRFA, Major General Mohammed Ahmed Al Mari. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed stopped at the Entry Permits and Visa Department before visiting the online section where transactions are processed. He then went on to inspect the Al Dana Museum within the headquarters, which displays passports dating back to the establishment of the UAE. The GDRFA Electronic Services Department was the next stop of the tour, where His Highness Sheikh Mohammed was briefed on how the department successfully processed over 5 million e-transactions and received over 500,000 SMS service requests through the JADED service last year. During the first quarter of the year, the department has processed more than 3 million e-transactions and received more than 400,000 SMS service requests. His Highness Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan, the Minister of Culture, Youth and Community Development, Chairman for the General Authority of Youth and Sports, and Chairman of the Higher Local Organising Committee for the FIFA Under-17 World Cup 2013 in the UAE, has stressed the importance of the LOC's role to host an exceptional FIFA Under-17 World Cup this October. The FIFA Under-17 World Cup is the largest football event ever to be hosted here in the UAE, which takes place every 2 years. This year, the tournament is running from the 17th of October to November the 8th, where a total of 52 matches will be played over a 3-week period at 6 of the UAE's top stadiums. During a meeting between the LOC and FIFA delegates, His Highness Sheikh Nahyan was quoted as saying that preparations for the tournament are in full swing and they are making good progress on a number of key areas with their partners. The LOC chairman went on to emphasise the value that the FIFA Under-17 World Cup could bring to the Emirates' up-and-coming football stars. The LOC and FIFA have also kicked off a final round of inspections ahead of the official draw, which takes place on August the 26th. Dubai joins the globe today to mark the 10th World Humanitarian Day in recognition of the men and women who face danger and adversity in order to help others. The humanitarian community reached more than 1 billion people globally through the I Was Here campaign in 2012. This year, they aim to build on this goodwill and do something that has never been done before. The UAE is among the countries that prioritises humanitarian works in all corners of the globe. In observance of the event, the International Humanitarian City in Dubai, along with other entities in the Emirate, introduced a new campaign on social media. According to them, they aim to engage residents, tourists, and everyone worldwide to raise awareness about humanitarians and the power of collective effort towards achieving the common goal of a better world.
Today we decided that by social media, which is the most powerful tool nowadays, we spread the word. It's like we say words are the most probably valuable currencies of human beings, and then probably having the social media pushing words through the community, through the public. I believe this is something very powerful. We're running today from Dubai Mall here from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. and then probably the campaign would stay till the 19th of September. We're looking forward to have probably the highest participation level.
Running until 10 p.m. at the Dubai Mall's Fashion Avenue, residents and tourists have an opportunity to make their voices heard. Participants can register on site and choose the words they want to see trending on Twitter in the hope of getting their messages across and making a difference.
For me, I choose the word love. Because the love is the engine of everything. When we love something, we'll make sure that it's done in a very good situation. And for me, loving the country, loving the ruler, loving everything, loving is also the engine, the loyalty to the country.
I picked love because I love people. Love is very important. If you love the person, you respect the person, and you can share the love.
The first thing exactly I chose the word is the peace, because I think really this is the word which all the world almost needed at this time, because you see all the country, they have problems because they don't have this word, the peace.
The Abu Dhabi Education Council is looking to create 11,000 places by the academic year 2015-2016 through offering free land to investors to build private schools. Plots of land will be offered in Khalifa City A, Al Wadhba and Al Falah. And ADEC is inviting serious investors with expertise and a track record in education to apply. This is the second land request for proposal to be issued by ADEC's private schools and quality assurance sector, which offers an opportunity for the establishment and operations of a long-term school building. The new schools will offer the most in-demand curriculums in the private school sector, including Indian, American, British, and the Ministry of Education curriculums. Engineer Tariq Al-Ameri, the Business Development Division Manager for PSQA, was quoted as saying that currently there is a demand to provide for 201,744 private school seats, and supply is currently at 175,441. By the 2015-16 academic school year, they expect this demand to rise to 225,521. Abu Dhabi police issued over 52,000 tickets in the first 7 months of the year to motorists who were not wearing their seatbelts. Colonel Kami Ishaq Mohammed, the Deputy Director of the Traffic and Patrols Directorate, was quoted as saying that the crackdown and fines look to help remind motorists that wearing seatbelts is a necessity, regardless of how long or short the trip is, as accidents can occur at any time. Those found breaking the rules can be fined up to 400 dirhams and may receive 4 black points. And finally, looking to other news now, to promote Islamic art from the UAE, the Ahmedia Art Gallery invited local and international artists to submit their work to the Islamic Art Splendor event. The gallery invited those who specialise in Quranic art, calligraphy and arabesque themes to the Post-Ramadan art exhibition. And there are now over 30 original works on display from August the 18th to the 30th. The artwork is made by locally resident international and emerging artists from across the Emirate. Supported by the UAE's Ministry of Culture, Community and Youth, the ministry has also contributed 4 unique artworks from its own private collection by artists from Turkey and Iran. There is also a unique collection of museum art collected from across the GCC on display.
We had an open call, which was announced 2 months back, inviting artists in the UAE, expat artists in the UAE, to submit their calligraphic and Islamic themed artworks, and we have selected 6 artists whose works are here. Along with this, we have got Ministry of Culture, whose Abu Dhabi office has sent us 4 beautiful works which you have seen here, which is not for sale. I think what the government or all of us here who are art promoters are intending to do by doing such events is basically project the best side of the region, and it can be shown through art and the culture that you can see through art, which is so original and deep set and so intricate and ornate, and you can just keep looking at them. The variety is so huge and so nice that you can see it for yourself and enjoy it.